Hey YouTube family, YouTube world. This is Josh from Adairsville Corner Farm and Garden. Got some big news today. Was gonna do this. It might be a little long, I don't know. It is what it is. Out here today, taking a good walk, reflecting. Perfect view of this pond right here. Perfect view. This is where I'm at. Doing some reflecting. So, as you guys know, I got a farm and garden, and that's basically what my page was gonna be. But I really did some soul searching, and I'm still gonna have the farm and garden. That's gonna be a big part of it, you know. So I don't wanna lose you guys, but it's just gonna be a piece of the puzzle now. What I really wanna do is focus on just more than that. I'm really into, like, I wanna share what I've been living and my goals with helping people with health and fitness and just all like the lifestyle, you know. Everything goes. So I guess you could call it lifestyle coach and all this, whatever you want to call it. I don't even have a name for it, but I'm gonna have a lot I'm gonna be doing. So I'm gonna be helping y'all. You can watch through my story, and y'all can still be along. I want y'all to be along on this journey. You know, I'm gonna be setting up a community. You know, it's gonna be tight-knit community. I don't know how I'm going to do that yet. I'm going to set up Patreon. I'm going to, you know, set up things where I can do accountability coaching. Accountability, you know, is going to be a big part of it. Lifestyle coaching. I'm going to be doing personal training. I don't know if many of you know, but I used to be a personal trainer. I'm going to get my certs just so I have it. And I'm going to take on as many clients as I can for now. And that could be, you know, nutrition. That could be personal training. That could just be lifestyle. Some people just need people to come along for the ride, and they need that little pick-me-up. But I'm also going to be showing y'all, like, what I do, you know, health, you know. I'm going to be, you know, juicing. I'm going to show y'all, I'm going to take y'all through the whole journey. I'm going to be, y'all going to see my aspects, how I work out, how I take care of myself, or how I'm going to start. I've really been neglecting myself. I'm just starting this again. So through the foods we eat, you know, when I grow these foods in my garden and stuff like that, you know, it's going to be, I'm going to be using them for the juices and the things that I put in our body, how that affects us. You know, I've been watching and learning a lot, everything, you know, the books I read, the information that I take in about, you know, personal growth, you know. Instead of, you know, a lot of times what I found out is we point our fingers at other people. You know, we have a job that we don't like. We have things that we don't want, and we point at other people, like we put the blame on, you know, the job, the politics, or the way that they train at the job, or this is the reason why, or I don't have enough money, or I don't have, you know, enough of this, or it's like the laws that they govern, or, you know, how much people pay, or whatever. What we're missing on that is we don't have us on the list. We don't take that finger and point it towards us and start with us. And I think that's what we need to do. We can invest in us, you know, instead of looking at like becoming a millionaire, say for instance, build your person, build you, make you worth $1 million. How about that? Take and learn new skills, invest in yourself, learn, you know, read more books. You know, a lot of these successful people, they document themselves and their story. You know, you could read about their stories and stuff. That could save you 5 years. You know, I'm tired of making a living. I'm ready to design my life. And I wanted to be transparent with y'all about this. I wanted to be transparent. You know, health and fitness and all this kind of stuff and farming and garden is going to be a part of my life. It's just going to be a piece of the puzzle. But y'all going to get to see more. Y'all going to get to see more of my, you know, how that fits into prospering and being a better version. So there's a lot of people that do like life regeneration and stuff, but I'm going to take all these aspects: personal training, getting busy, getting moving, all that kind of stuff, nutrition, how food affects our body and stuff like that, and then just overall you know, how to make ourselves better and to make ourselves the best version of us that we can be. So I just want to let y'all know there's some changes that's going to be coming. I don't even have a name for it, to be honest with you. Right now, it's the Dyersville Corner Farm and Garden. That farm and garden is going to be there. I'm going to show y'all recipes. I'm going to show y'all how I take, you know, rabbit meat and make a meal with it, and how the nutrients in it our body uses to come better, cutting out all these processed foods, how the nutrients from juice, from vegetables and fruits and stuff, how much this is going to change our body. Y'all see my body. I don't have the best. You know, I'll lift weights here and there, but I'm going to dedicate myself to, you know, this lifestyle. This is going to be my goal. This is my passion. And through that, I'm going to just put the horse blinders on. I'm going after this. I'm going to do whatever it takes. And I hope y'all do too. So, you know, I got to come up with a name for this, because I got to change my LLC. I got to change my Facebook. Y'all going to see a bunch of changes with the name. You know, I'm going to move away from the farm and garden name. I think it limits what I'm after. But it's going to be the same person. You know, the people that's in it for the farm and garden, you're going to get all that. You know, I'm going to show you I'm still into soil and vermicompost, and I'm into like how good we can create the soil to make our crops grow, the different crops I'm going to be growing. I'm going to show y'all, I'm going to walk y'all through that whole process, but y'all going to get more. It's just a piece of the puzzle. So, hey, y'all hanging around, you know, I really want y'all to jump on this wagon with me. I want y'all to join. I want y'all, let's create a community. You know, let's create a community where it's inviting to people. We're not going to alienate anybody. We're not going to make names. Everybody's that wants to come along for this, y'all can. And let's pick each other up. Let's show through our actions how we eat. Let's share how we eat. Let's share what we do to be active, working out, fitness. Let's just show all this. Let's tie it in instead of having 3 or 4 separate things. Let it tie into each other. You know, these crops that we grow, that we're not putting poisons on, and we're not spraying with all these chemicals and stuff. How these vegetables and stuff, you know, affect our body and our mind, and what we do with this. And you know, for the longest time I thought success was something you attain. I want to leave y'all with this. So for my whole life, I always chased this success thing. I've started a lot of things, never finished it. So I want y'all to take this, if y'all take anything. You know, success is something I always thought I had to work towards. I had to be the best football player. I boxed from the time I was 11 till I was 24 years old. I did freestyle wrestling. I did football for 6 years. I was always active. I had a competitive itch. Now I'm older. I'm 38. All these doors are closing. I had a mental break. That's why I haven't been on here. And I really took this time to figure out what my passion is. What's your goal? You know, if you don't have a passion, you're just aimlessly shooting and wasting your energy in life through different things. You know, one person told me, it's like, hey, how much do you pay for your TV? And I was like, I don't know, $1,000, $600, you know, depending on how big your TV is. Just look how much that TV cost you. That TV is going to cost you $12,000 just to watch it. Because, you know, time is currency. Time is what we all have, because we can't change the times. We can't change the seasons. The seasons are going to come, but you can change yourself. You can change how you feel about it, your mindset through it. You can change you can't change anybody else. So with that being said, you know, success is something you attract. When you change yourself, gosh, this is so pretty. Let me show y'all real quick. Let me take a look at this. Look at this. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. All right. But success is something that you attract through how you live your life, what kind of person, the books you read. You know, I feel like if you don't have any goals, setting goals, a lot of people don't know how to set goals. I'm going to teach that. Let's see how we can set goals. If you don't have any goals, I bet you I can look at your bank account, and I could guess your bank account by the goals that you set, by the books that you read. Go in somebody's library. That's a good one. How many of you have libraries? I bet you I could go to your library, look through your books, and tell you what kind of person you are and if you're going to succeed or not. Maybe not, but I'll be close. Let's do all this. Let's share all this knowledge. Become part of the community. We're going to come up with a name of this community. I'm going to set up all the Patreon and all these things, the way y'all can support this and we can grow this. But y'all come along for the ride. Let's take this journey together. Let's pick everybody up. Let's don't put them down. Let's take the farm and garden community along for the ride. Different backgrounds and stuff. How farming and garden can take you, you know, no matter your background, whether you just started or you've been doing it for years. Let's take this. Let's make a community. Let's grow. You know, let's pick everybody up. So y'all gonna see a name change coming pretty soon. I'm gonna post that. I'm gonna the name of the business is gonna change. Same new name, same concept, but y'all gonna get more from me. I'm gonna pour everything I have. I'm gonna pour my life into this. I'm willing to die for this. So this is gonna be my mission. Y'all gonna see a lot of these videos. I'm gonna post more content, and I'm back, y'all. So come along for the ride. You know, I have a lot of stuff I'm going through here lately. I'm going through a breakup. You know, I actually got written up at my job for being a good worker. They say you're an excellent worker, but you're a leader. You need to lead from the back instead of the front. I don't understand that. Never will. That's not me. It's not who I am. But like I said, you can't change them. You can only change yourself. So I'm going through a lot right now. That some people say bottom or whatever. Can't change anybody. Can't change them. Can't change people. Can't change your job. But you can change yourself. You can invest in yourself. And then through that, you know, you make the change in you. Everything else around you will change. I guarantee you. I believe that firmly with everything I got. So, yeah, be looking for the name. Look for all the stuff. If y'all guys want to support, I'll be posting that on my page later. Let's do this, guys. See you later.